What's up, guys? Ben, Tactical Nutrition. This is a mindset video. I'm calling it, it's not even about the workout. So, I follow a guy, his old YouTube channel was Smashworks, and his real name is Dr. Trevor, I think, Backmeyer. I might be mispronouncing that, but if you look up Smashworks on YouTube, you'll find his channel. He has some of the most motivational Instagram workouts you'll see. He posts his workouts. He's 52. Super smart when it comes to nutrition. But he does high volume, like crazy workouts every single day, like at least 100 pull-ups. And he posts the videos of it. He's not talking crap. He may be on TRT, I don't know, but he's really good with peptides and stuff like that. But more than anything, he's just a beast. But one of the things he posts, I was in one of his mastermind calls, and he was talking to people about how it's not even about the workout. Like when I work out at my gym, and I work out at Anytime Fitness, which is a pretty low-end gym, if you could say, because I travel quite a bit for my job. So it's nice to have Anytime Fitness because then I can obviously usually find one in any decent-sized city, and I can go in 24 hours a day. Anyway, enough of that. But anyway, I don't work out in like this crazy like West Side Barbell, bro gym with a bunch of bodybuilders, although there's a couple there. It's usually like older people and just your average kind of run-of-the-mill people. And, a lot of them are like, man, you work out super hard because I do 15 minutes of jump rope before my workout, which that's not that much. 15 minutes straight of jump rope is pretty tough if you ever done it. But the point is I break up a huge sweat. And then I start going in my workout and I'm like the only one in there that's like literally dripping sweat. And then I start the workout. And I try to, like anyone else, I don't feel like going into the gym all the time. Once I start getting going, once I've done my warm up, I feel very motivated, very good about it. But the point that I'm trying to get to is that oftentimes it's just like I'll be feeling anxious or stressed. I don't want to say down, but like a lot of people these days have that hovering anxiety. I know it. I can sense it in people. People are talking about it. Channels are talking about it. The news is talking about it. The economy's in the dumps. Everything's super expensive. I have kind of like this constant financial anxiety that's just, it's just kind of lingering there. And so I'm sure a lot of people are the same way. But what happens is when you get anxious or you start to feel that, that little bit of like kind of depression coming on or whatever you want to call it, you start to feel down, and then it stumps your movement. Like it stumps your whatever little motivation you might have had that day, and you end up, moping around, getting stuck on social media and falling into the vices because that's what they're for. Those vices are there to escape. That's why people do it. Anything that's a vice. But I go in there and like Dr. Trevor says, to beat the demons out. And it's pretty much a daily battle, like this. A lot of people know that social media is a bunch of people posting their highlight videos, right? Their highlight reels where everyone looks like they're doing awesome. There's all these Instagram girls that like every single picture is them in a bikini at a resort in Costa Rica. Or these guys in their Lamborghinis. Or, walking on the beach. Obviously, there's a couple people that are more transparent, but that's what social media really is about. So, and then we wake up in our lives and, all that is fake because people are just, again, posting the highlight reel. And then you feel like, man, all these people are doing so good. Why am I, what's holding me back? And then you get that anxiety and it makes it hard to do the things you need to do to grow, to get uncomfortable, which is the point of this video too. So I go in there and generally I start cranking it out. And whatever I'm doing, I'll start adding things into the workout. Like I have structured workouts, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to get my squat up, my deadlift up, trying to get better at pull-ups, trying to get the chest, everything. Just like most guys in there, you know? And so I'll start busting out these crazy circuits where it's like the other day I was doing snatch grip presses overhead, which is a very tough mobility exercise if you ever do it. It's where you hold with the snatch grip behind your neck. That's not the point to talk about that here, and then I would do pull-ups afterwards, and then I would jump rope again, and just keep going through. The jump rope is the rest, and you just get into this like psychotic, you know, you get into this psychotic type of workout where a lot of people are like looking at you like, man, why is this guy working out so hard? Because a lot of people are working out real soft. Let's just be honest, you know. I mean, whatever. I'm not here to judge, but the point is, afterwards you leave everything on the table and you just feel like, oh, I come home, I take the hot shower and then the ice cold shower to end it, get that meal in, you feel so good, right? Now your day's really started. You got the monkey off your back. That's the point of the workout. The body, you know, is the six pack or whatever you're looking for it's secondary. It's a byproduct. If you're working out hard and eating properly and resting properly, and like you're going to look good. So that's just a byproduct. But the whole point is just to like utilize the workout as a catalyst to just beat out the demons, and you'll feel so much better. That's why it's so important to start your day off, I feel like, with a workout. I don't work out immediately when I wake up. I get a few miscellaneous things done. But anyway, so it's like, it's not about the workout. If you forget about the whole... If you have a specific goal, like you're a bodybuilder, you may have to do... A professional bodybuilder, obviously, you may do things differently. You're not going to work out. You're not going to do the circuits I do because I'm also burning a ton more calories, which is one reason I don't weigh 260 pounds, which is I don't want to weigh that much. I don't want to carry around that kind of weight. But if you have very specific goals, I can understand. But if you're the average person, you know, it's more about creating the discipline to do the workout every day and to improve at that. Because if you can show that you're able to be consistent with your workout, be consistent with your supplements, be consistent with your meal plan, avoid, for the most part, the crappy food, the fast food, the cakes, the pastries, donuts, alcohol. You know, it's tough to do all that in this society because we live in a degenerate society right now, a very degenerate society. And again, I think a lot of that is because it's kind of tough times. So a lot of people are getting down on themselves, feeling like they're in a rut, feeling like they can't get ahead financially. I mean, you know, like especially the younger guys out there, and they're young, low 20s. You know, the thought of buying a house is like pretty much out of the question. Cars are expensive. Everything's expensive. Groceries are expensive. Everything's expensive. So anyway, if you can show that you can be disciplined in your physical health, you know you have that going for you. And then you can spread that out into other things in your life. Like growing your business or your side hustle or whatever it is, which you kind of need these days if you really want to get ahead. Some kind of other secondary income. And so for a second I forgot where I put my necklace. So anyway, that's the point of the video, guys. Use the workout to burn out the demons. You know, like leave it all out there. Watch your body. It's going to increase your discipline. It's going to increase your confidence. It's going to release those endorphins. If you work out really hard, it increases your endorphins. When you feel physically fit, everything feels better. I don't care what anyone says. Everything feels better. Just walking around, you feel more confident. You don't get the aches and pains. You sleep better. The endorphins are going. You don't have all that anxiety and depression. You can maybe get off those meds. You don't have to worry about being on diabetes meds. You tend to make better food choices because you see the results you're getting and you're like, you know what? I really don't want to get McDonald's and really sidetrack and really go backstep from what I just did. So anyway, guys, I hope that kind of helps someone out there. If you're looking for a solution, a natural solution, and you don't have to go to the gym either. I know a couple of my mentors, they would just say, when you start feeling that energy crash, and it usually happens multiple times a day, it'll happen every day. Some days you might feel great, but usually every day there's a time where your energy starts to drop, your frequency starts to drop, and you start getting the negative thoughts start coming in more than anything, right? The negative self-talk, the pity party, drop down, and you just crank out burpees. Crank out 30 burpees. You won't want to. Of course you won't want to. Nobody wants to do burpees. But after that, you feel good. It raises your frequency up again. And you get the health benefits. This is that kind of lifestyle that I'm trying to help my clients get, through the fitness nutrition. That's the whole point of this channel, really. And I might shift to more doing videos like this. I still want to talk about nutrition, but this isn't meant to be a scientific channel about, in 1993, this study showed this and this and that, and blah, 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 and 150 milligrams of magnesium is ideal. That's not really what I'm trying to get to people. I'm trying to get across the fact that you can use nutrition and fitness to make yourself a better person and to expand out in the other areas of your life. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe. tacticalnutrition.net. If you need help with a custom program, I'm telling you, the app that I use is phenomenal. One-on-one support, macros, everything's taken care of. All you got to do is press go. Anyway, guys, that's it. Talk to you later.